Love Nest. It's Chrissy Love live to the world. It's Friday. I don't feel like talking and working today. But I was talking to you guys in the Love Nest group, and Shan in particular told me that he's patiently waiting on me. So I said, you know what? Let me come on the YouTubes. Let me come on the YouTubes, like Bayman say, YouTubes. Let me go on YouTube and just talk to you guys on a Friday, what we usually call a frowsy Friday. And I ain't gotta lie, when I read the headlines in the papers, yeah, Shan, only cause you tell me you was waiting, cause you saw it. I tell the Love Nest, say, Minister Head Rock, shut your teeth, Karen. I tell Karen, look here, send me all the newspapers from this morning. Please, but send it in the Love Nest again so I could pick it up on my Bahamas phone. So, I could talk about the nurses and the bullshit they going through. I could talk about the fact that my boy was assaulted at the school and they ain't pay him his money yet, but they could pay medical bills for people who ma born in Mexico and in Haiti. Anyway, also I could talk about how fuck up everything is. But I could talk about how fuck up everything is because I can let y'all talk about it. So y'all need to call me right now, 544 to 3900. Yes, 544-3900. I have my Bahamas phone on. Marie, that's you, boo. Because the more I do the show, and guess what? You guys are a connection for me, just as much as I'm a connection for you. And I will admit, the more I do the show, the more I read the headlines, the more I live in America, the more I really just, y'all got on Megan's case because she said she didn't miss home, right? Now I miss home. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't miss the bullshit. And I know my girl Mary to say the Bahamas is the best place. Yes, Toy to say it too. And the Bahamas is a wonderful place. But when you look at the bullshit, like yesterday when I was on social media, I was listening to all of you talk about how the light was off. And again, I said to myself, thank you, Jesus, and I home. But then I said, because at home I lived in the east. The light always off in the east. As a matter of fact, the east off in the west, north, south, everywhere. And I said to myself, here we are. It's summer 2018. Thanks, Kieran, baby. It's summer 2018. And let me ask a question. Maybe it's me, but don't we as Bahamians know that summer does come every year? Like did summer surprise us? Like did summer sneak up on us and go, surprise, it's summer, I'm here. Like are we shocked that it's summer? And when I heard all of y'all bitching and whining about the light being off, I said, you know what? This is when I glad I home. Now, let me just say for the record, I was a bit spoiled at home. After growing up all my life and dealing with hardship, I made a vow that wherever I lived, I was going to have a generator. So I will admit, I went out of my way to have a generator when I lived in Nassau because I knew my personality and my level of comfort was such that I could not take bullshit. So when I was home, I lived in places where there was generators because I knew that if I mined BEC, BP, however the fuck they calling themselves these days, I knew I was gonna kill somebody. And when I was talking to you guys in the Love Nest, as a matter of fact, my girl sent me a note, the light on, let me go wash my pork. I was like, well, thank you for sharing. So when I hear that bullshit, I get upset. I again say to myself, 52 years after majority rule, 54 years from internal self-government, 45 years, Lakeitra, you know who said wash a pork, right? You know who said that. You know the junglist in the group. 45 years after independence. And still, summer is a shock to Bahamians. Like we can't keep the light on. We can't give the children who in need uniform. And let me just say for the record, don't write me with your bullshit about how the little girl's sick and we must pay her bills. I have no problem with that. But what about the Bahamians? Like, I have a friend, right? I have a friend who was attacked at school. And the government fucking around with him and stressing him out. But you could pay other people's bills who ain't from here. And who, anyway, you know what? Y'all calling. Because I tired. In the words of my boy Anthony, I tired. Because I don't understand, while I love my country, the Bahamas is a beautiful place. And maybe I'm jaded because from 1977, I've been covering news stories. You didn't see me in front of the camera, but I was behind the camera, writing, producing, arranging. And so maybe I will admit, because I've been in media so long, I know I'm jaded. I'm jaded as a motherfucker. I'm jaded. And so when I hear the nurses bitching about how they can't get their pay, you may remember on my show when the FNM won, and I was talking to one of our health officials, they said that paying the nurses was their foremost priority. So here we are again. And I don't know about y'all, okay? But I know people who are nurses. I know people who get shit thrown at them, piss thrown at them, treat like hell, and yet you can't get your money. But the government have money for other shit. The government have money to set up all kind of offices all over the world and have money to travel all kind of fancy way. Travel with their big, deep entourage to match their big, deep pussy. And they have all the time and all the money for bullshit that, well, I'm not saying it's not needed, but nurses can't get paid. Teachers can't get paid. Like the lifeblood of the nation can't get paid. But we have money for all kind of bullshit. And let me just tell you, I have told many of you, I have told my cousin Hugh, but just how I feel. It is depressing that here we are again, summer people dealing with shit. The people still can't get, like the school. Somebody working on a school contract was telling me all the bullshit they was going through. I'm just like, why can't we just get shit right? It is 2018, 28 motherfucking teen. And we still got to be suffering with the light off all the time. We still got to be dealing with shitty road. We still got to be dealing with, like a friend of mine right now, she's sitting up at NIB. Y'all remember the show I did at NIB? My American friend still is talking about that show at NIB. And then she's saying how all kind of people on the line for benefits. And y'all could tell me that this is ridiculous with names that sound a little different. Now, I'm not saying that we're not supposed to help other people in need. Of course, the Bahamas is a very wealthy nation. But the problem is that the wealth is not spread properly. The wealth is concentrated with a few greedy motherfuckers who control everything. And they believe, Karen, don't make me laugh. Ain't nobody pissing my cornflakes. Karen, my whole thing is this, right? You have children in the Bahamas who in need. Yes, Karen, we are wealthy. We are the third richest country in the Americas. After the United States and Canada is the Bahamas. And I know y'all find that hard to believe when you look at the misery fucking index in the Bahamas. The misery index in our country is so fucking high that when I talk to you guys in the Love Nest group, when you all inbox me like today when it came up with the government, right? Yes, that's true. Y'all know that? We are the third richest country in the Americas. When you look at what we produce, the money we bring in, the amount of people that we have. Remember, the Bahamas is a small country. Okay, the Bahamas is a small country. We are under 500,000 people. So when you look at our resources and you look at the amount of people and you look at the challenges, though we have challenges being an archipelagic nation and having to transport and transfer everything, the Bahamas is, Karen say, guzzle some Jack Daniels. The Bahamas has the third largest economy in the Americas. The United States is number one. Canada, like Bahamians say, yeah, Canada. By the way, let's be trapsy on this FROUSY Friday. Hold on. You all see the story of the Bahamian men in Canada who say they had to go into exile because they was being persecuted for being transgender? Now, many gay persons have gone to Canada to seek asylum. Y'all see that story? Y'all see them strolling hand in hand down the boulevard? Now, guess what? I don't begrudge. Guess what? You live your life. You know I'm a liberal. Chrissy may be conservative in some of her views, but by and large, I'm a liberal. So y'all see them, Charlie was strolling down the avenue. And let me think, maybe the hormones ain't kicking. They're transgenders. I'm not complaining about the fact that you feel that you're in the wrong body. But when you telling people you was a Bahamian exile and you was a transgender, shave that Adam's apple down a little bit for me. Karen, I'm not Karen. Karen, it's the truth. I guess what? Whatever you choose to identify as with sexually, it doesn't matter to me. And it's scary that a lot of people who are homosexual, transgender, find as Bahamians they can't live in their country. I have a very good friend who lives in Canada for the same reason. She left the Bahamas because she was tired of being persecuted as anyway, you know what? Y'all call me. I tired talking. Okay? Because I'm done. Only, you know why I do this show? Let me tell you why I do this show. Because the stage of my life now, I was supposed to be retired from a long time. Y'all know when I was on Legacy and terrestrial radio, I said I was going to stop working when I was 50. But then, you have baby, and the baby have a little bit of talent. You got to pay for these expensive school. But I really getting tired of talking and saying the same shit. I have been saying the same shit from when I first picked up a microphone. Look at Jesse. When I first picked up a microphone in 1979, I've been either writing about the same fucked up shit. I was writing about nurses' strikes in the 70s. And here we are again, nurses being shit upon, and the government got money for all kind of shit. And again, don't send me a bullshit. I feel for any child that is sick. But am I wrong as a Bahamian to think that if the government could pay for the foreign child, they could fucking pay for the Bahamian child? I know plenty of people who struggling with their medical bills for their children. And the Bahamas doesn't provide the services that they need. So they have to go. They have to go and get treatment. But I'm just saying that in the Bahamas, and even though I'm not in the Bahamas, the Bahamas ought to be concerned with Bahamians first. Say, live your best life. Sweetie, yes, my first media job happened in 1979. Why are you surprised? Don't mind this clear skin, boo. Yeah, I started in this media business. That's when people be talking they shit about me. I just be like, when y'all was in y'all daddy nutsack, I was writing scripts on top of the hill. So that's all I'm saying. Ought not Bahamian children come first? I'm not taking anything from anybody. And I'm not saying that you don't have a right to escape your hardship in another country. Because guess what? Couple bad situations, the Bahamas can be just like them other countries we like to talk stink about. But if you're going to pay the medical expenses for the child who ain't from here, and there people who has come here and mad at the Bahamas, you need to get mad at your ma and pa. Your ma and pa put you in that situation where you are considered stateless. By the way, I've done many shows. There's no such thing as a stateless person. Whatever nationality your parents is, that's what the fuck you is. And I'm not being mean. Stateless? Government pays medical bills for stateless teen. That's a misnomer. You ain't stateless. So I just want to know what I'm missing. And I ain't being mean. I still say shave down your Adam's apple. I just want to know, when are Bahamians going to come first? When are Bahamians going to be able to access the benefits, the largesse of their country? Why is it that these same people who bitching about the property taxes on their second home, what they've been renting out as hotel, they get things switch around for them, even though Peter Turnquist said that they ain't switch nothing. It's just a change in the policy and the wording. Fuck it. I just want to know why. Well, you know what? Live your best life. It would appear that being Bahamian in the Bahamas is a liability. Somebody just spoke to me because I turned on my Bahamas phone. And they said to me, Chrissy, the Bahamas ain't for me. And I'm a Bahamian. And see, the more I hear that, like today with the message that the government's going to pay for this person's medical bills. I have a very good friend. The government, again, they're paying his bills. They have him on the payroll. However, he can't get his settlement that he needs. But the government got time to pay other people fucking medical bills. I just don't get it. Like, for example, Bahamians are suffering, but you have persons petitioning the government to pay for their bills. Like that man who hiding out in Turks and Caicos now and spending up all our fucking money. You know I talking about that bald head, teething bitch. Believe that we must pay their bills. While Bahamians who really in need ain't getting theirs. Anyway, let me read these comments. Because I only do this show because I refuse to let them cocksuckers who trying to silence me. That's why I come on here every day. Between 2 and 4. My boy was telling me the other day, Chrissy, if you say 2 o'clock, what the hell? Oh, the TV gone off. If you say 2 o'clock, you should be there 2 o'clock. Well, guess what? This show between 2 and 4. And I only come on here between 2 and 4 because I say to myself, I refuse to let these motherfuckers silence me. Refuse. Because see, that's what they want me to do. They want me to shut up. And they want me to not do my show. Because remember now, technically, I'm not supposed to be doing my show. Technically, according to the bootleg summons that was filed incorrectly, I was supposed to stop broadcasting because I'm in contempt of court from August 3rd to the 31st. Signed by the same bitch who say the shanty town ain't gonna be demolished. So let me get this right. Chrissy Lover Bahamian ain't got no rights, but the Haitians living illegally in the shanty town who have failed their parents. Let me ask you a question. I asked my Haitian friends this. How you could grow up in the shanty town, you get a good Bahamian education, and you come back and live in the shanty town? You's a fucking ass. Because you should have helped your parents get out that fucking shanty town. If you don't get all the benefits. And I know my Haitian friends will be like, oh, Chrissy, you so mean. Oh, Chrissy, you so stink. Oh, Chrissy, you so this. But what kind of lackluster bullshit ass person are you? When your ma and pa sneak over here illegally, bring you to the shanty town, and you gone back after getting the benefits of the Bahamas and gone live in the shanty town, you deserve a cut ass of epic proportions. Because you ain't worth shit. And I mean that. And you could get mad as much as you want. You come illegally with your parents who gone risk, and they gonna bring you here with all that risk. You're going to our good schools. Yeah, the school's shitty, but they better than what you had in your country. You're going to get the benefit of all our benefits that we have. And yet, you can go move back in with mama them in the shanty town? The fuck? Aspire to something greater, God damn it. And you know, I don't like to sound like this because it sounds like them white folk who tell you. Black Velvet, stop making me laugh. I don't want to sound like the white people who tell you that, oh, you need to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and you need to do better. Because, see, white people have white privilege working for them. It's easy for them to pull themselves up by the bootstrap. But when you talk about these people who, again, that trapsy judge who trying to arrest me, but you sign the paper saying that no more demolition. So let me get this right. The people who come here legally in the shanty town, who may have citizenship, who may have status, but you come here legally with your ma and pa, who you need to be mad at. Don't be mad at fucking me because your mommy and daddy bring you here illegally. Sorry, bring you there. Look at Karen. Anyway, so that's what we're talking about today. So call me. I want to know how frowsy is frowsy for you. Every time I see people bitching about the lights being off in 2018, I'd be like, really? Like, we have been, again, in 1967, we got majority rule, or like I call it, majority rules, because it was a big fucking joke. So from 1967, when we, the majority, were able to govern ourselves after getting internal self-rule in 1964, we got independence in 1973, and again, we live in the Bahamas with the sunshine every motherfucking day. Ain't like it's a surprise the sun fucking shining in the Bahamas. Like, do you wake up in the morning and be like, oh damn, the sun reached? Like, really, bitches? The sun's shining every fucking day. You know that during the summer, the load is heavier because people bursting off their AC and shit because it's hot as fuck. And yet you feign surprise. Oh, the load is too much. I hear my good friend who's the chairman of BPL, and I love her dearly. But she just be talking fuck. I love her dearly. But I want to know how keeping on the light is such a fucking challenge for your ass. When every fucking year, like in the next few months, we can hear the Minister of Education talking shit about the schools ain't ready. And I love Jeffrey dearly, and I know he's doing the best he can do. By the way, speaking of Ministry of Education, let me shout out all the National Merit Scholars. You know, a lot of times we like to talk about the D average, but we have some Bahamians who doing more than the D average. So we salute all the National Merit Scholars. And I think this one came from QC. But let me be disgusting. You supposed to fucking be smart. You going to QC. Your parents paying all that money for you. See, I be impressed when the children from NGM major and the government school is get scholarship. Because that's the real fucking hardship in the Bahamas, to be smart in public school. So we salute the QC folks who got their scholarships. And we're proud of you. So even though the narrative is always about, oh, the D average, let's salute those boys and girls. No, I ain't calling your name because you don't sponsor this motherfucking show. Yeah, so we salute all y'all who did good and get y'all scholarship. Yeah, we proud of you. Thanks. All right, let me read these comments. Let me stop. I notice how y'all ain't calling me. Y'all just think I must just talk and talk. Y'all supposed to call, just like how y'all never used to call on the radio. Try be different and call in. 242-544-3900. By the way, I made a mistake yesterday. Why I put 252? I trying to live in the 252 area code. I must see. By the way, I got to shout out my girl, Megan. Look, Megan took me to get my eyebrows shape up the other day. You see that? Hold on, let's come closer. Megan took me to this salon, child. I was like, Megan, about these brows, though, you see they even got the point. Well, of course, the shape of the brow is eye candy, Italia. But you see how they look here? You see how they clean up all that? You see how they clean up all of that? So thank you, Megan, for taking me to get my eyebrow do. I need to get my lashes again. Yeah. All right. Say 252. You need to buy that, Andrew. So people, call me, because I tired fucking talking. I tired fucking reading. Call me. Call me. I like to hear your voice too, Shan. And only because Shan say, Shan, and you know, Shan little salty, you know, in the Love Nest group. The Love Nest think they own me, you know, between Marionette, Love a Lot, Shan, Nelson. Who else think that that they's the boss of me? Rosemary. She just thinks she the boss of me sometime. Janine. You know, they just tell me, we're waiting on you, Houston giving me a countdown. Only because I love y'all. Because I could be over here in America being dead incognito. Yeah, Houston believe he is my daddy. He believe he's my daddy. So I said, let me come on today and talk about all this frowsy fuckery. Can you imagine you's a nurse? You've been working all fucking year and you can't get your money? And see, I don't know about you, right? When I can't get my money, when you, don't give me my, hold on, Rose, so you saying the government ain't paying her bills? Well, why the newspapers getting information wrong? So, yes, Jared think he's my pa. So hold on, Marie saying that the government say they ain't paying her medical bills. And let's not make it about the young lady, because guess what? I can't imagine what it's like having a sick child. And I will admit, I thank the Most High every day that at my age, I gave birth to a child that's healthy, that's wonderful, that doesn't have any challenges, is mouth hard, but that's about it. So I'm not begrudging anyone getting medical help. But like I said, once again, but why the papers keep getting it wrong? All the newspapers say the government paying the bill. So now my girl, and why the cabinet office always got to send out a press release to explain themselves? Why can't y'all write clearly so people can understand? Is there no one in the Prime Minister's office who has communicative competence? Why you had Peter Turnquest trying to unfuck the damn decision with the Life and Key people? Now you have them come in again talking about they didn't say that they ain't paying the bill. So I need to know who telling the truth. Because if I can't trust the newspapers, who telling the truth? How could, and the thing is, if the press is getting it so wrong, the person who's disseminating the information obviously got a problem. But then again, you know the government itself, when it sent out the press releases telling you about the Prime Minister, they had the wrong fucking statement. And you know, I love my people. We're smart, we're capable. I still believe there are more of us than there is of the dumbasses who make the Bahamas a shitty place. Because, you know, it may appear. Look at Chelsea saying no one. It appears that those who are in charge of disseminating government information don't know what the fuck they doing. I could put that out there. Jane said, Bahamian first. The mother said she was informed that the government is paying the bill. And again, remember now, the mother herself, from reading her story, the mother is Mexican and Haitian. And I was like, well, how the fuck the Mexicans get in it? Now, don't get me wrong. Look here. I love Mexico. Every time I go to Mexico, I have a good time. I love all God's children, no matter what nation you come from. But again, I can't go to Puerto Vallarta and tell the Mexican government to pay my fucking bills. Because they'll look at me like, ¿qué? Claro que sí. So I don't understand. I don't understand how the Mexican Haitian gal could get money for her hardship. But Bahamians who suck in sorrows. I tell you, my friend can't use his arm to this day when he get hurt in the ministry school. Anyway, let me not talk about it because I think he's suing the government. Let me hush up. Hold on. Sips water from her magic bullet container. Hold on. 242-544-3900. Call me because I tired fucking talking. Lord, of course, who say misery index gets higher every day. I stopped listening to Bahamian talk shows for a bit. Gonna interfere with my post-retreat groove. Well, can I just tell you? My CBD oil is making me handle the pressures of life. All right, let's see. We got a phone call. Y'all ready? Huh? Oh, hell. Caller, you say what? What you say, caller? What you say? Caller, you're live. Hi, caller.
How are you?
I'm good, caller. How are you?
I'm great.
So
Nice
what
to
you...
hear from you. First time caller.
Well, I'm glad you're calling in for the first time. Help me to understand why it seems that, as always, Bahamians get second-class treatment in their own country.
Country is doing me right in.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, every time I hear someone say they leaving, it is hurt my heart a little bit. But you got to do what's best for you, because I can't talk, because I surely left when people was trying to threaten me, so I can't tell you what to do.
And I don't blame you for leaving. I honestly don't blame you for leaving.
Some people do though. Some people mad at me that I use my U.S. passport and live here.
They jealous.
Yeah, well, I know plenty of Bamans jealous that they ain't got no U.S. passport, and I'm being mean by saying that. It's just easy to immigrate, to migrate when you have options. I'm not being mean by saying that.
And that's why I'm glad I have options. I have about 3 options.
But if we all leave, look at Marco. Marco say, do it, sis. Go for it. If we all leave, what happens to Bahama land?
What's happening now? I honestly, I'm a Bahamian. I have a bit of Turks Island in me, but I'm a Bahamian. And I can't catch a break. So what's the point of me staying? I mean, I'll come back when I retire, but I can't make money here in my field. So
I hear you. And by the way, Turks Island is the damn Bahamas. Only because the people draw the line in 19, whatever year that was.
well, them other Bahamians getting treated real good.
Or, now, of course, remember now, Turks is still a protectorate of Great Britain. So, they govern a little differently.
I won't be protected too.
Well, guess what? I understand.
Bahamians?
And you sound, now you sound very young. And you are the future of the Bahamas. So, when you leave, you said you'll come back to retire more than likely?
Yeah.
Was your light off last night too?
No.
Oh, well, that's good. At least your light wasn't off. You have generator A.
I mean, we have a generator, but the power didn't turn off.
Oh, lucky you. Okay, well, you're fortunate.
No, I'm not in Nassau. I'm not in Nassau.
Oh, you're not in Nassau. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, yeah. Well, okay. Okay. I got you. Well, you know, like you, I'm puzzled as to why it seems that everybody, man, I can't take it. Simmons say the BPL just shut off the light in Carmichael. All this heat, no rain, no breeze.
Lord. I used to live in Carmichael, and thank God I moved.
Me too, but you know, I lived in Carmichael, but I had a generator.
I didn't have one when I was there, but I used to go out when the power turned off. I used to leave.
I tell you.
I couldn't take Nassau too much.
The misery index. Well, I understand. Well, I said even when this arrest warrant is lifted, I don't see me coming to Nassau to live. I will visit, but because I cannot take the bullshit that is Nassau. Crowds, shitty roads.
Yeah.
I can't take it. Well,
even on the island, people can't catch a break either. So, I mean, but you can create your own opportunities. That's the best thing about living on the island. You create your own opportunities, but I still have to leave. I'll send money back, but I still have to leave.
Wow.
I'm thinking about leaving. I haven't decided as yet. I'm waiting on some things to turn around, but if they don't turn around, I'm trying to leave as soon as possible.
Well, you turned down opportunities before, so it's hard to turn down opportunities. Now, I will admit, like you, I turned down opportunities as well because I really felt, listen, Andrew say run, gal. Andrew, stop it.
Lord.
Andrew so stink. Look at Rose. Rose say, go. Man, look here. We can't be, but can I say something? This is going to sound real disgusting. All right? Of course, we'll say BPL joking. And I want y'all to follow me along. Follow my train of thought. When I hear our people say we leaving, legal say go gal. When I hear our people say they leaving, back in the day growing up as a Bahamian, I pictured us a little different than other people who leave for hardship. I used to look at Bahamians and think that we had a better situation, that we didn't have to leave our country in droves, say like Jamaicans, like Haitians, like other countries where you see there's immigrant populations all over the world. Sean say, "Run, Forrest, run." I can't take it. So, I used to think that we were, I wouldn't say a cut above, because Bahamas don't think they better than everybody. But I looked at our migration situation a little different, where we didn't have droves of us leaving the country and looking to escape. And so when I hear people talking about, "I'm leaving, I'm going, I got to get the fuck out of here," I look at that and I go, well, damn, have we turned into everybody else?
I think so. I understand why. That's why I say I cannot. I don't even judge Haitians that much. I'm frustrated. Yes, I am, because of they take advantage. No lie. I'm sorry, but they do take advantage.
Well, because we
But I
slack.
can't blame them. I'm going to take advantage of an opportunity that's afforded to me as well. Now I'm going to do it the legal way, but I'm going to take advantage of opportunities that are there. I am too young to be living like this, and I mean, I worked hard in school, graduated with honors, and I come back home and my people are treating me bad. It's either, oh, you're too qualified, too overqualified, or you're coming to take my job or something. I don't like the attitude that I'm receiving over here. So
Yeah, I got you. I understand. Believe me, I do understand. And but like I said, I never thought I'll see the day when we would start running. I
well,
never.
my Jamaican friend actually told me to come. So
Damn. Well, one thing, Jamaicans believe in migration. Now, of course, Jamaica has economic challenges. And I will admit, I didn't see the Bahamas like that. And maybe it's my naivete and maybe it's my, aqua gold and black feelings. But I didn't see us like those kinds of people who escape for hardship. I thought most of us as Bahamians escape for convenience. But the more I talk to people, and the more I talk to people, especially those that are different and they're leaving the nation, just spoke to another man who told me that as a gay male, he just can't take living in the Bahamas. I never thought I'd see my people escaping. That shocks me still.
this is what the Bahamas is becoming. Sad to say, but it's becoming this way.
Well, you know what? You got to do what's best for you. I know that one thing I wish somebody had told me when I had opportunities, I was so busy sacrificing myself trying to build Bahama land. If you need to fix you and fix your life, you need to go. But like a Kosu or someone just said, make sure you look back and help someone who's in need as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna try now.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna try, but
Because everybody don't
I have to
have
be
plenty
more
passport
patriotic
like
to
us.
myself than the country. My country. I feel like we're losing it, and there's
Yeah.
nothing much we can do.
Well,
Like really fix
and the thing
it.
is, it's been like this for a little while now. Unfortunately, the Pinling, Ingram, Christie, and now Minnis way of running a country makes us want to leave. Because I know people like to blame it on particular parties, but it's more than that. It's a systemic problem. Well, wherever you
Yes.
go, I hope you do well.
Thank you. I'm now applying. Actually, I'm just waiting on a few things. I'm gonna see if it's gonna come before I actually make the decision to leave.
All right, I understand.
Yeah.
Guess
So
what?
it's
I
nice talking to
overstand.
you,
It's
Christy.
good to talk to you too. Now send me a WhatsApp so I can know who I was talking to. I don't want to identify you on YouTube, but I want to know who I talking to. Because you might move to one city where I can come visit you.
Okay.
Oh, Lord, Lydia said the light just turned off. Take good care, love.
Okay, you too.
And Vita, you are right. Vita said, but they will hire a foreigner while telling the Bahamian graduate they overqualified. That happens a lot. Damon said I used to keep my Jeep full of gas just in case BPL shut off so I could sleep in AC. That's a damn shame. Well, I hope when you used to sleep in the AC, you would crack your window. You ain't supposed to be in AC in your car and the car all close up. You know that, right? Frida said Bahamian people never leave their country. The only what? Well, Frida, you got to type that again. Because many of you who listen to my show are Bahamians living abroad. Like I said, I never thought, and this is a part of the brainwashing. Because again, I grew up with a grandmother used to tell us straight up, we better than them. Y'all may call it stink, whatever you want to call it. My grandmother ingrained that in our head. And so I thought that we were different from other immigrants. I just thought we were different. And maybe it's my being naive. All right, so Lydia said the current off in Palmdale. And that's another thing. You turning the current off at friggin' 3:24 on the day. The work day over yet. So you don't effectively stop people from working at 3:24 on a Friday afternoon when people trying to get that last bit of things done. You know, everybody don't leave work and bullshit around on a Friday. I remember Fridays to be my busiest day. And so you have turned off the light, and in Palmdale, a commercial area, because that's where my business was, and then business just stopped. Now, if you were fortunate to have a generator in Palmdale, good for you. But you have essentially crippled the economic engine of Nassau in that area because you can't keep the motherfucking light on. 45 years after independence, summertime here, and you can't keep the light on. Anyway, Kara said I lived in Canada for 7 years, never experienced the lights being off. I tried living at home for 2 years after graduation, but that alone was such an inconvenience. I had to move back. Chelsea said they need to stop. Well, you know, BPL will cause you. I keep telling y'all, Wayne's first full sentence was tinking B-E-Chi, because that's how much time to hear me say these stinking damn BC or BPL, whatever the fuck they calling themselves now. But again, do you want to make BC or BPL better? I've been trying to get interview with my friend, the new chairman. And we all know that those chairman positions are politically motivated. You know, you give the government a day a couple dollars, you become a chairman. Like the PLP who made a man who owe money on his bill, they made him chairman. You owe BPL $500,000 and they make you the chairman. That's the dumb shit we just do. And so I feel for y'all every time I hear the light off, every time I hear some bullshit happen. Like this morning I wake up, first thing, oh, murder in Cowpen Road. I was like, really? PJ say, ask Paul what's happening. Paul can't tell you what happened in the BPL. And I done talked to Paul enough on this show. Hey, Stan Ron. Iggy. It just gets on my nerves. I still can't believe Damon used to sleep in the car. Well, I know me and my kid used to drive around before we lived in the spot that had a generator. And I keep telling y'all, I was living across the street from Perry Christie. Light off all the time. And I used to hear Perry Christie generator going off and see his solar panels, and I used to want to slap the fuck out of him. I ain't gonna lie, this caused you to feel a little jealousy, like Kyra would say, little jealousy. And so when we lived on Cable Beach again, big, bushy neighborhood, light always off, I used to jump in my car, and me and Wayne would drive around until I pass and the current go on again. Frustrating. And see, that's my problem at home. The level of misery is what I can't deal with. And of course, it doesn't apply to everybody. Like I have friends who see nothing wrong with what's happening because they're able to live a certain lifestyle. All right, let's read some more because y'all, look here, I need y'all to call 242-544-3900. Call me on WhatsApp. Don't call me regular because you'll get shamed. Akosa, if she has the opportunity, I think she should leave, but keep in mind the need to look back to help someone else. Tony say, tell the caller go for it. We could soon be like Jamaicans and Haitians leaving in droves. Tony, I don't even want to think about that. Because like I said, I think we're a different kind of immigration. Enrique, I'm not even going to read that because you know that's a bunch of shit. I keep telling y'all, whenever y'all want blame politics, here's a reality check. Whenever you want blame one political party for what fuck up in the Bahamas, you need to look no further than the first government of Lyndon Oscar Pinling and the band of marauders in the PLP. And I could talk about it. My uncle was a part of that government. Yeah, that first Pinling government. That's why the Bahamas fuck up, if you really want to know. And don't tell me your shit, but oh, you don't like the PLP, and oh, you don't like... That ain't the point. You had one job. Your job was to oversee the birth of a nation. You had one fucking job. You could have put in infrastructure. You could have put in... Well, you do have a point. You do have a point, Vita. Driving around ain't safe sometime. Karen say every island is not the same. Brian say, Chrissy, how you doing in the Love Nest? Brian, child, we right here. We right here. Akos will say, these poor excuseful leaders didn't know the first thing about leadership, weren't qualified to lead, didn't have a true heart for the people in the first place. That's why the country is where it is. Well, that's true because our leaders, like most leaders after colonialism, once they got their independence from Britain, a lot of our leaders sought to fill their pockets at the expense of the people. That's what they did. Look at everybody in that first PLP government, that first cabinet of Lyndon Pinling. Look at how they live in life now. You fucking teeth enough. You had enough damn deals that you put through to make sure you and your children benefit. But then again, guess what? We allow it. Nothing happens in the Bahamas, and I want you to listen to me very well. Let me bring the tripod closer. Yeah, I scrubbed my skin today. Nothing happens in the Bahamas without the tacit approval of Bahamians. Nothing. So y'all around here talking shit like somebody just sent me a message. Chrissy, the Bahamas ain't for Bahamians. I say, well, why is it? Why is it that we allow persons who are not from the Bahamas to come into our country? Let me just say before y'all get xenophobic, there are many people who come to our country and who contribute and who benefit and who are part of the country. Many people. But why is it that people can come from anywhere in the world, in particular Haiti, America, Europe, and get all these benefits in a country that is sovereign, independent, but they getting the benefits? Bahamians make that happen. Like I keep telling y'all. Sandy say talk to talk. I gotta talk to talk. You Bahamians, us Bahamians, can't blame the Haitian people because the shanty town have electricity. You can't blame them. You can't blame Haitians who have passports or Jamaicans who have passports or British people who get passports. Because who issues the passports? The government of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. You can't blame people who come in our country and live better than us. Like the same people who mad that they gotta pay taxes on their houses now. You can't get mad at them because the taxes were not collected by our Ministry of Finance. You can't get mad at people thieving our land when they have been aided and abetted by Bahamians to thief the land. So the Bahamians have to ask themselves, how long will I allow my greed for things to make me sell out my people, sell out my country, don't give a fuck about the nation, and just get what I can, like the man who y'all is worship used to say, all for me, baby, all for me. So I blame us as Bahamians because nobody could come in your country and shit on you without you allowing it. I tell you, that's one of the things I learned. People can't shit on you unless you sit there and bend down and hold your head down and receive the nanny on top of your head. So instead of us taking the shit, we need to straighten our back and we need to stop taking shit. You can't get mad at the Haitian them for getting their medical bill paid. When, again, who set up PMH? You know, I always talking stink about the first minister of health of the country. Yeah, y'all go look it up. I stay talking stink but his ass. No, not the first one. The second one, eh? Let me think. I used to know this out my head. Yeah, from the cabinet at night. No, it wasn't the first one. So I think McMillan was the first one, eh? Anyway, look at all the people who was in charge of health. And still in 2018, nurses still can't get paid. Really, bitches? Like fucking really. Anyway, it's a Frowsy Friday, people. We talking about the frowsiest things that have been happening. The frowsiest things that have been happening in our country. Now the Bahamas again. I see the fire starter here. She stay rowing me. She say, look here, Chrissy, I done travel over the world. The Bahamas is the best. We ain't saying the Bahamas ain't the best. However, we got some bullshit we got to fix up. Brian said, it's the Bahamas. We are still slipping. Well, we are slipping because my whole thing is this. Sean say, I think my services are needed, Marionette. Yeah, we need the fire starter. We just want shit to work. I want to live in a country where shit works. Like my girl who's standing in line at NIB, right? I want NIB to work. I want the Ministry of Education to work. I want the hospitals to work. That's all I'm saying. Sandy say, we talking about how they deal with their own. Okay. Marco said, I totally agree. I said these things myself a long time ago. Well, again, many of us are smart. But the fact is, we don't have the will to want to change stuff. We have to have the will. You can't just sit down and bitch and whine and carp and moan and bam and fetch and don't do anything. We live in a country where the sun shines all day, all year round, except maybe a couple of times during hurricane season. But yet, we are beholden to an oil lobby. Are you fucking kidding me? All right, let me read some more of these comments. I love to hear what y'all got to say, but I tired reading. Andrew say, back then, that might have been the case, but the demographic is changing drastically. Well, you know, the Bahamas, it's our home. We love it. However, when it comes time to preserve myself or put up with shit at home, let me see. Preserve myself, put up with fuck at home. Preserve myself, put up with paying damn $11 for milk. Preserve myself, or put up with shit. 13 say I need residency in another damn country to retire. I will not retire in a country that's the former. Well, 13, I don't know what to tell you because I feel your frustration. Marionette said we paying enough taxes now to fix all the stuff that is not working. Well, how long ago we said we was going to fix the stuff? Perry Christie them collect how much billion in taxes? What get fixed? Beside they pocket getting fixed up. And see, we reward corruption because the same Perry Christie was fucking us over. The same Hubert Ingram was fucking us over. The same Lyndon Pinnon that was fucking us over. Every month they get a pension from our treasury. So why y'all can't take care of y'all self? All the former politicians and prime ministers taking care of themselves. They living good, good. Good, good. Sean say, I'll preserve myself for $500, Alex. Andrew say, self-preservation for the win. There's a wonderful line in Candy Staten's song, Young Hearts Run Free. And it says, self-preservation is what's really going on today. But do you self-preserve yourself and say, fuck everything else? Or do you self-preserve yourself and try to inspire people to want to do better? Bridget say the teachers' aid in Grand Bahama haven't been paid 2 to 3 months. You see, that's the same kind of bullshit that is get you angry. You working every day for the government. And again, we all know the teaching profession is a thankless ass profession. I salute teachers. I don't know how you do it. I double salute you. Teachers, nurses, social workers, the good policemen. I salute y'all. I don't know how you do it. And see, why as a teacher's aide, I done ain't making no fucking money. And as a teacher's aide, I still can't get paid. I remember when I used to work for the government and I would go to the treasury, go to my bank account, and they would say, oh, the money ain't come from the treasury. And I used to be like, where's my motherfucking money? I done work and I was a good government worker. I need my money. I want to hear your story horse dead, especially during the Penland era. Your paycheck was always fucking late from the treasury. I don't want to hear your story. So the fact that the teachers' aides ain't been paid in 3 months, how you expect them to live? Teachers ain't getting paid, nurses ain't getting paid, and y'all wonder why people attitude so shitty. Jane say police reserve ain't been paid either. Why? But y'all have time to dollar wine and fuck around all over the world. And it ain't just, look here, this been going on from time. I remember one time watching the entourage of a former prime minister, and I was like, why all them people got to go on this trip? And why we paying for that? But yet you're going to do some shit when school's supposed to open. And you can tell me some fucking long story about what ain't fixed. I don't want to hear it. Legal say dobetter.com. I agree. So y'all call in. 242-544-3900. Because unless we have these conversations and lay it out there. And look here, the emperor is fucking naked. We got to have the conversations and we got to try and fix this shit. Because I know about y'all. I'm tired of just hearing the bullshit that happens, and yet nothing is being fixed. Sandy Day, 3 months in government getting billions in loans. Crazy people, squeaky wheel gets the oil. Rembrandt said, I think Bahamians need to get past effective complaining to effective protesting. Simple boycotting techniques can make things happen. We talked about that on Greg's show the other day. But let me tell you about us Bahamians. You ready? Let me tell you about y'all ass. You ready? Y'all so spoiled that y'all ain't willing to give up nothing for the greater good. Y'all ain't willing to give up your fancy phone, your fancy shoe, your fancy car. Y'all ain't willing to send, Lola say, drag us. Yeah, y'all ain't willing to give up certain creature comforts for the betterment of the nation. Like I keep telling you, your dollar holds such power. But the same people who shitting on y'all is run to their shops, run to their businesses, run to their restaurants. Y'all is spend your money with the same people who've been shitting on you from before the Bahamas became independent. Why? Because there's a pathology. You're programmed. You got issues. And you don't boycott because you don't have the balls. And when you do not have the balls, those who run the economy, them same greedy 60 fucking families, and I don't have to call their name because look around you. You could see who they are. Now, not everybody in the merchant class is an asshole. Not everybody who has money is an asshole. But the Bahamas is built on the backs of the less fortunate and the persons who don't have basic things in life that they're supposed to have. That's why they keep you ignorant. They keep you in shitty schools. How long I've been telling y'all to put the Ministry of Education out of business? But you see, let me tell you about us black people. Instead of us build a community institution We gonna look for the government to do something for us, especially if it's our government. Because you know how we go, that's our government. I helped them get in, and they supposed to do this, and they supposed to do. But yet you getting the same shitty services, the same shitty schools, the same shitty hospital. My friend just went in the hospital the other day. Okay? She was in the hallway for the whole fucking day. Lola, don't make me squawk. Marco say there's trampled Bahamians' ass, but ain't nobody want to fight back. Long Island say they living well. They living well off us. Well, we've allowed it, so what are you going to do about it? And you know, I'm not just saying this. Now, I will admit, being in America with my light on and I a little happy and the road ain't holy, I will admit, my whole temperament has changed. Because back in the day when I was home, when I left home on September the 13th, I drop in that last pothole by the airport, in the hallway, Sandy. I'm serious. In the hallway. Because there were no available beds. How the fuck you have a hospital without, and a Ministry of Health, you have a new critical care block that jackass Perry Christie made offices instead of making it beds for people. See, it's a sickness. And so, Bahamian people, what it gonna take for you to get up off of that cock you sitting on? And what has killed me? You know, y'all is go ask to get grind. That's what I don't understand. Just take any old bullshit. And guess what? I used to be like that too when it came to my family. I have allowed people to defecate on me because of the love that I feel for them. But learn from me and listen to me dead fucking good. Listen to me when I tell you. There comes a time when you got to stop letting people defecate on you. There comes a time when you got to stop letting people shit upon you. There comes a time you got to stop letting people... Look at Sean. Sean, you so disgusting. I don't mind if you juicing me good, but you won't juice me with a limber doggy and treat me like shit. This how you call in 13. 242-544-3900. You got to download WhatsApp. And you got to call me through WhatsApp. That's how you call in. When I start getting some more money, I'll get a dedicated phone for the show. Speaking of money, have y'all gone to Patreon? Check out my Patreon link. Patreon.com. Patreon.com. Chrissy Love Live. All right? Also, you want to put some skin in the game? Anthony, don't laugh. Lorenzo, don't laugh, but it's the truth. You want to put some skin in the game? You can go to PayPal. As a matter of fact, all y'all go to PayPal today. All right? Thanks. Do that for your girl. WBRussell99@gmail.com. WBRussell99@gmail.com. Hit send money to family and friends. Because, see, I can't ask for advertising. Because these trapsy Bahamian sponsors, that's why I thank God to this day. Taj Mahal, Cookie Caterer, Burger King, Dunkin' Donuts, people who had the sack to pour into the show. Bahamas Film Festival, Calico Bay, the couple people who sponsored my show in the beginning. I want to thank you. Yeah, Baja them. Yeah, even that Trapsy Centerville, all of them. So see, because everybody can't handle when you telling things how they is. So I want to thank all of y'all who to support the show. 30 say, okay, we'll get this up so I can call in when I want. Yes. And now that I'm in Florida, I'm going to have my Bahamas phone turned on every day. I will admit, when I was in the DMV, I wasn't checking for my Bahamas phone because I really didn't want to hear from certain Bahamian people. Yes, I didn't turn on my phone all the time. I'm now in a better place after the retreat and after my CBD oil. It's amazing what I can deal with. Child, I just talked to a family member yesterday, and only the CBD oil keep me from not telling them about their deep collection box. Florida. Yeah, so since I'm in Florida, I will have on my phone. So you can reach out to me, download WhatsApp. Got to shut up my girl, C. I tell you, man, I can't take it. Look at everybody. Oh, Lord. Sorry, my condolences. My condolences, Black Velvet. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And you know, it's another reason why I don't turn on this Bahamas phone. Because when I turn on my Bahamas phone, all I get is bad news and fucking begging. That's all I get. Well, you know, Terry, I use WhatsApp on this call. I stopped putting minutes on this phone from last December. Because, again, because I was escaping from crazy people, they felt they could call me. There's certain people in the Bahamas I don't want to fucking hear from. I never will hear from you again. There's certain people in America I never want to hear from. I have done an internal, just like on the retreat, and you could ask members of the retreat who there if you know them. Just how we do an internal cleansing and release all the bullshit. Okay? I have done an internal cleansing when it comes to some Bahamians. Major cleansing. And that's what I suggest you do too. Eliminate the bullshit and fuckery out your life. Thanks. All right, look at all y'all. Look here. Y'all, please stop asking me about what we can do about the Bahamas. What you can do. What you can do. Grow where you are planted. When I went to the African American Museum of History with my girl Karen, we went to see the new exhibit by Oprah. You know, Oprah is one of the people who I look to as a mentor. I might not agree with everything she does, but one of the things that she had inside the museum was Vita, CBD is the truth. You hear me? CBD is the truth. It is the truth. And once again, they're trying to keep it from us Bahamians. Because guess what? They ain't want you to get better. But Oprah said that wherever you are, that is your talk show. That is where you grow. That is where you do what you got to do. That is where you change the world. So if you in damn Lightfoot Key or Lifeboy Street, change the world where you are. If you in damn Yamacraw or you in damn Colonel Hill, Crooked Island, change the world where you is. If you in damn McCullough Corner or if you in damn Albany, change the world where you is. If you in True Blue Crooked Island or if you on Poinciana Drive in Nassau, change the world where you is. Wherever you are, grow where you are planted. Because sometimes we are planted in certain places for a reason. And sometimes, like I say about my life, sometimes you get planted in the pot and your roots grow too much. So you got to get out that fucking pot and you got to expand. You got to grow and bloom where you planted. And that's a message that I think Bahamians need to hear. You need to grow where you're damn planted. It don't matter you looking at what you don't have. You bitching about the school. Andrew, that is not the truth. Okay? You know Chrissy Love makes options for herself wherever she is. Because y'all know the shit I've been through. So don't tell me I could say that because I have options. Okay? Look, I have options, so I could say that. That's the difference. So wherever you are, yeah, you could sit down and bitch and whine and moan and complain. But this where we is. Before I left last year, I was in the Bahamas. So I made a point to grow where I'm planted. Now, I ain't saying it easy. Because you got to put up with some bullshit. Especially when you have persons in our country who are very insular, very xenophobic. They are very naive. They're very jingoistic. They look at life differently. You have Bahamians who mad at you because you sure about who you is. That's how fucked up people are in the mind. People get angry at you because you live in your life. And they vex that they can't live theirs because they live in lives of pretense. And that is why I'm estranged from a lot of people in the Bahamas. Because I no longer co-sign onto pretense. I no longer co-sign onto dysfunction. I no longer co-sign onto bullshit. I no longer keep family secrets. I no longer say right is right and right is wrong and wrong is right. Because I love you and you're my blood relation. I no longer do that. You angry, Andrew? Will you be angry and you act? We're not saying living home is easy. There is sacrifice in living home, but home is a beautiful place. But you have to grow where you planted. If you on Drake's Hill or you on Culbert's Hill, you got to grow where you planted. If you in Port New Providence or you in Port Howe, Cat Island, you got to grow where you planted. Thank you, Legal. You can't let unhappy people suck the life out of you. Because you can find unhappy people wherever you is. I keep telling you, like a good family member, she been moving all around the world, still unhappy bitch. And I tell her, wherever you go, there you are. You can't escape you. But you got to damn sure grow where you planted. Yeah, you may be in Angliston, or you may be in fucking England. But you got to grow where you planted. Get a broom with your community members and clean up fucking Angliston. You tired in ministry education? I said that because I thought about you. You know we Androsians. Okay? You got to grow where you planted. I tell you a long time and y'all be bitching to me about the Ministry of Education. And I know come September y'all gonna be sending me messages and bitching, even though I over here. Why y'all can't come together? Get some good internet. Get one good generator or one lockbox. Why you can't start your own fucking school online? You don't have to put up with the ministry fuck. But again, it's easier to do that. And it's more comfortable because I, as a Bahamian, am not altruistic enough to give up my comfort for a little bit of discomfort, enjoy some discomfort for the bigger picture. Every year y'all is complaining to me about what the school don't have. Why y'all can't come together? See, black people, we have been so programmed, especially us black people. I remember when I started homeschooling Wayne, many of y'all told me I was crazy. Come together and fix your life, fix your condition. If you in Calabash Bay or if you in damn Fort Charlotte, it don't matter. Fix your condition where you is. And see, once you do that, those people who trying to keep you in that box and trying to shit on you, they'll be like, well, damn, these niggas ain't compliant. Of course, they can try some other new tactics. But once you know that you don't have to put up with shit, and it ain't about options, and y'all like to make this, like I tell people, oh, Chrissy, you could say that because you born in Brooklyn. That ain't the point. I was living in the Bahamas with y'all, but you gotta make it work. And yes, it's hard. Because you know, the Bahamas, a lot of our people are very fucking shitty, but a lot are beautiful. And so you gotta surround yourself with like-minded people. All right? Thank you, Akosua. Malia Essentials. You can email them for the products. I think, Malia, you're on Instagram now because I just shared one of your Instagram pictures. Malia Essentials on Instagram. You better get the healing that you need because the people who shitting on you, they want you to do better. The people who shitting on you don't want you to do better. And you talking about that, I keep telling you, your focus wrong. I has talked to you personally beside the show. See, you focus on what you ain't got. You need to focus on what you do got. And you need to work them shit. Don't get so caught up. So don't tell me it's easy for me to say. Because when Marina bus opened her Connie in Brooklyn, I had no choice. If I was born in Brooklyn or fucking Beijing, I would still be making it. Because you got to make up in your mind to grow where you planted. Look at Sandy say Malia in the morning like roots. And the email is maliaessentials@gmail.com. That's MALIA essentials with an S @gmail.com. Anyway, it's 62 minutes since I started talking. I love y'all, you know. You know what? Again, you got to change your view. Change your focus. Change your focus. And instead of focusing on the bullshit, because I was lecture, see, plenty of y'all in the Love Nest, I talk to y'all personally. All right? Marinette say, we Bahamians are so jealous of one another. They would never be outright happy for you if you achieving things, but hate you for trying so hard. That's very true. But that's all a part, Marinette, of that slave mentality. Because if I see you winning, I don't feel the need to want to ask you, sis, how you do that? Let's do something together. And of course, some of us are so sudging for things that we will try to pool our resources and we try fuck our brother or sister who are trying to be nice to us. Man, again. Anyway, you know what? I didn't have a renaissance, Dwayne. I've always been like this. This is nothing new. And if anything, I keep telling y'all, I share my stories with y'all so y'all could know what I have been through to show you that there's always a way out. There's always a way out. Always. Yes, it comes with some sacrifice. Child Fire start on vacation. I know I surprised she watching the show because when I damn on vacation, look here, I need to take a next vacation. I might take next week off too. Huh? Before we ain't go to school, I might take off next week and drive around the country ride around on the train. Yeah, so if y'all don't see me next week, don't be surprised. No, that ain't true. If I is, I can come on at least for a couple of minutes. Anyway, so Bahamians, you have your action step. I love you too, Marinette. You have your action steps. Grow where you planted. Do what you got to do. I know you was complimenting me, and I thank you, Dwayne, but I haven't had a renaissance. I've always felt this way. Look here. I, as a girl who was abandoned by her parents and thrown in a place where I was abused, beaten, molested, and raped. But look at me. I fucking here. And I doing good. I could use some more money, I ain't gonna lie. But that's when you have baby late and you got to pay plenty bills. But I'm just saying, grow where you planted. People always waiting, oh, well, if I was from this place, or if I had a passport like you. It ain't even about the passport. The passport is just a paper to give you access. Just like when you go to school. Your education says that you were credentialed. I didn't say that, Andrew. Don't be stupid now. Don't make me cuss you out. I would never say anything so stupid. But I'm telling you, instead of you focusing on what is not working, you need to change your lens. Change your lens. I'm not saying I was the only one who was raped, abused, molested. But did I wallow in that pity for a while? I did. Then I got my healing. And Andrew, you know how you and I go. We talk all the time. You need to focus on what you need to do instead of worrying about bullshit. See, I don't have time for bullshit. When people come with bullshit in my aura, especially now that I have shit to do, it ain't on my wavelength. I don't have the bandwidth for bullshit. I don't have the bandwidth for bullshit. And once you make that commitment to yourself, that I don't have the bandwidth for bullshit, I'm not gonna let bullshit enter my life. Now, it's not easy to do because there's sometimes that I have to really talk to myself to let shit go. Because you know I can't take loss. Y'all know Chrissy Love. I've been talking to y'all from 1993. Y'all know me better than some of my family members. But you have to get to a stage in your life where you realize that I have to heal myself and I am responsible for me. Just like with this situation I gone through. You talking about I have a U.S. passport. I've been had a U.S. passport, but I was in the Bahamas. But when it came with death threats and incarceration, I made a decision. You got to decide what you want to do. And no offense, a lot of Bahamians don't like to look at themselves in the mirror. Thank you, Dwayne. A lot of Bahamians don't like introspection. You got to also look at you and find out what bullshit you doing to get your life in this shitty position. Hey, Lady A! So that's all I'm saying to you. It ain't about access. I mean, of course, yes. I will admit, having no immigration challenges makes it easy for me. Speaking of which, y'all notice how the President of the United States give his in-laws citizenship, and that's the same citizenship he trying to teach from other people. That's some fuck, eh? Anyway, all I'm saying to you is grow where you planted. And Andrew, whether that's McCullough Corner or whether that's, okay, yeah, but again, you and I ain't unique. Many Bahamians deal with death threats. Everybody going through their shit. Everybody trying to just get their way to the top and keep their head above water. All I'm saying to you is that when you know who you are and whose you are, you walk through this life differently. That's all I'm saying. So don't get combative with me. Because remember, don't cause me get low. I the one who you just turn to when you need things. And even in my lack, I just remember you. So don't come on the show trying to be stink to me about bye Felicia. Don't do that to me. Because you know, we don't roll like that. I could be into my own self and don't fucking check for nobody. But that's not my nature. That's not who I am. So don't tell me bye Felicia just because you can't handle the truth I trying to drop to help you. I helping you, boo-boo. Trust. I helping you. So people, let's try and make this Friday less frowsy. That's all I'm saying. Lord, let the light stay on all weekend. Lord, let the light, yes, guess what? And you know what? I done talked to you for the morning. You may be angry, but how is that anger working for you? Like one of the people at our retreat, right, was talking about how angry they are. And no one's negating your anger. But one of the persons at the retreat said, so how's that working for you? How's it working? You know what I can do? I usually don't do this shit, right? But here's what I can do. Because you know, when my boy in crisis, I just feel, yes, I'm not saying the anger doesn't feel good, but is it pushing you forward to your goal? Is it allowing you to get the things in your life that you want? Is it? Well, if it's helping you and being angry and miserable is working for you, because you know, you have some people who like being angry and miserable. You know why? Because it gives them attention. A lot of human beings love attention. A lot of human beings are a sucking vortex of need. And those are people, there are people like that who are needy as fuck. And that attention that you're getting feeds you. It's like the women who have something called Munchausen syndrome, where they love the attention and they poison their children to get the attention. So there are some of us who are sucking vortices of need. A lot of us want to be like that. Here's what I can do. And you know why I can do this? Because I was with my girl last night and she said to me, Chrissy, I wish you had shown me this long time. So stay right there. I'm going to get something for y'all. I can give y'all one reading. Stay right there. I got to shut up my girl Kai. Hold on. Yeah, some of y'all like your fucking suffering. Oh, woe is me. Oh, poor me. And guess what? There's a time to have the pity party. Have your pity party. Shit, I just have a pity celebration. Okay? But after I done cry and wallow and puke and shit and drink vodka, then I get up off my ass and I say, what do I have to do? Because see, you know, again, many of us have no choice. I have a child, so I can't just sit down and give up on life. because I have a person who is counting on me. So maybe my needs are different, but you could wallow and have your pain, but is the pain serving you? That's all I'm saying. All right. So here's what we could do. Since my boy in need of an intervention, look at Chelsea. Chelsea say, not damn me, it's boring. Growth is fun. Kara say, Care Bearer say, to be free of drama rocks. I agree. Sandy say, misery loves company. Well, again, but is your misery working? And this is something I tell a lot of you who I speak to individually. I have learned. Sean say, woe is me. No, they ain't ready for that one, Akoswa. Akoswa, we can't share that one on YouTube. I don't think Bahamian's ready for that one. We could do a simple thing. Now, all of you who've been listening to me, Tony say, can't take self-pity. Try Jesus. Well, again, Jesus is one of the sources, the most high heavenly one, whatever you want to call it. But you have to realize that wallowing in your misery. So, for example, so let me get this right. According to my boy, I was supposed to just stay home and let people nanny on me and be like, oh, they trying to arrest me and headshot me. They have price on my head. Let me sit here and wallow. No, I made a fuck incision. Decide today. You know how y'all Bahamians like the scripture? Decide today. Don't worry about the other part of that scripture. Decide. Make a decision. So here's what we can do. I believe in something that many of you may consider flaky. I don't give a fuck, but it helps me get through my day. I believe that in addition to the Most High Heavenly One, no matter what you may believe, there are people here to guide you in this world. You may call them angels. You may, look, Marionette say the tapping ain't gonna work. I can tap my foot on your neck. Man, look here. Marionette, you ain't ready for tapping yet. But Marionette, guess what? I know you personally. I know the things you do in your life. You may not be tapping, but you do other things. Chelsea, I'll call you and ask myself from over Fox Hill Wall. Man, look here. So here's what we can do, especially when I see my boy in crisis. Because again, I've known him since he was a preteen. So when I see him on you, and if he's saying these things on YouTube, obviously there's pain that he's dealing with. Because you're saying these things in a public forum where thousands of people are watching. Look, and thousands more are stealing and putting it on WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, you teething motherfuckers. Anyway, that's all right. I just finished talking to Sandy about that. No, you're not going to do that, because who are you to take away this life the Lord has given you? Who are you to take away your life? And again, what do I always tell you guys? Stop applying permanent solutions to temporary problems. So you're going to take a bottle of pills, and I'm not trying to be, I'm glad you moved that message, because you ain't killing yourself. You don't have the right to fucking kill yourself. And I'm not making light of mental illness, because many people have suicidal thoughts. I personally have homicidal thoughts, so I don't understand that. I've never wanted to kill myself. I've wanted to kill other people, but I know if I do that, there's a price. If I wanted to kill other people, there's a price I would pay. So I'm not negating how you may feel, but I want you to listen to me. Let me bring this tripod closer. This is a special message from my boy, because the fact that you saying this on YouTube where the world could see you shows that you in a healing crisis right now. Yeah. All of y'all who next to him, yes, we all saw the message. And like I said, I feel for him, because the fact that he is saying that on YouTube, where millions of people, but we want to surround Andrew with love and light. We want Andrew Young to know that you do not apply permanent solutions to temporary problems. Don't do that. No matter what pain you are in, I understand you're in pain, and I know the pain that you're feeling is real, but realize that this wonderful creation called life that the Most High gave you, it is not yours to take. Now, I have plenty people close to me, well, I don't say close, but friends who have taken their own lives. Do not apply a permanent solution to a temporary problem. So what we can do, we can give the Bahamas some guides. And I'm going to be the one here. I need y'all to just focus all your energy to me. Andrew, we all love you. You're not going to take your life. And Andrew knows that he is loved and cared for. But he's going through something right now. And I know what he's going through. Again, a lot of you talk to me personally. but we want to just surround Andrew in love and light. And we want to let him know that that is not a solution. That's not a solution. And what you are going through is temporary. It is temporary. Everybody say temporary. And after I hang up, I'll sign off from this show. I'm going to call Andrew on my Bahamas phone because I do know how to reach him. And so today I want you to focus your energy to me as we get ready to sign off. Thank you, Legal Eagle. Temporary. Don't apply permanent solutions to temporary problems. Oh, I can't pay my bills. Oh, I'm out of a job. Oh, I can't feed. Hey, girl, you in time. I help in Bahamians. I doing one reading for the nation right now. Yeah, I try. We have a situation. We have a situation where someone is in crisis. So I want y'all to focus all your energy to me. Temporary. And I'm glad he retracted that message. And again, the fact that he's retracting that message shows that he is just feeling overwhelmed. And I know him personally. I know him personally. Chelsea, shut your teeth. I ain't no preacher. I'm just a messenger. I'm a messenger of the Most High. Yeah, that's all I am. Because I keep telling y'all, I ain't no preacher. I just still curse and fornicate, but let me stink Bahamians at home in the pulpit cursing and fornicating. Anyway, so I want y'all to direct your energy. Stop making me laugh. Look here. I'm so glad we connected. Seriously.
I was just talking about that.
You were? No, my white collar. I don't wear no white collar. I try to be God's messenger. Or God, Allah, whatever you choose to call God. Because everybody ain't Jesus-y like you Bahamians. Everybody ain't uber Christy. Sandra say, may you see the blessings before you, Andrew. I love y'all too. But I want y'all to send all your energy to me because I getting ready to sign off. It's after 4 o'clock. Plus, I want to talk to my girl, Luia. And I want you all to just send all your energy and your positive vibrations because remember, we are human beings. We are energy. Even though I over here in America, I still could feel and be empathic about what you're going through. It's true, can't you? No matter where you are. Exactly. I got to do a show with you all I hear. Yes. Say hi to my friend Tasha. Say hi to Tasha. Tasha is one of us. She's a... Girl, you's a Bahamian, you Bahamian, Indian.
I'm Bahamian and Guyanese.
Bahamian, Guyanese, Indian. That's a combo. So we want to surround Andrew and we're going to pick a card. We're going to pick a card. I'm just trying to feel the energy. Look, everybody saying hi, Tasha.
Hi.
See what our card that we got? And I want to thank my girl. My girl Kai made me buy these cards. I always believed in this, but I never bought the card. And so today's card for all of you at home is to see only love. Yes, of course. Yeah, she does look something like Manjit. Y'all so wrong. All people with Indian roots don't look alike, you know.
It's true.
But there's a similarity. You have dark eyes like Manjit. Yeah. See only love. And the card says, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. That's another thing. We don't see the love in ourselves. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. So see only love. And of course, because I believe in finding out the meaning of these things. Yeah, I know y'all can call my mommy. I know y'all Bahamians go, y'all can call my mommy and say, oh, Miss Marina, she doing voodoo on the air. I know y'all go. That's what Bahamians is doing. I do these things when I do these things on the air.
We saw it yesterday.
Yeah, like the first time I meditated on the air in the Bahamas, child, they called my mommy, tell my mommy I was going crazy. But that's all right. So see on right now. Yeah, let me hide my face. Don't focus on me. See only love. You got it? Your screenshot. Yes, Sandy. Whenever I would do these things, like what we shared, Bahamians would call my mother and tell my mother I was practicing the dark arts. Let me be disgusting. If I was practicing voodoo, you don't think I'd take care of them evil fucking people at all? Anyway, Lord, let me stop. Let me remember that I'm a vessel. So, you are receiving this card as a reminder to see yourself, others, and every situation through their eyes. When you focus on love, anything that's unloving falls away. Yes, Andrew. It's like turning on a light to diminish the previous darkness. Call upon the angels whenever you need help to elevate your vision to a more loving vantage point. Look past the personalities and egos of others and see the angels in them. Forgive, release, Release the anger, the hurt, or the judgments to the angels. Affirm what you desire instead of what you fear. Did I not just tell you that this morning when I spoke to you personally, Andrew? I said, instead of focusing on what you fear, focus on what you want. All right? So, I've done my ministry. Lord, I earned my ministerial degree, little mailing thing today. Yeah, ain't no degree in ministry. My degree in English and journalism. But I just want y'all to just... We're not saying that living at home is not difficult. I understand the misery index is high. When your light off, the schools ain't ready, NIB ain't giving you a check. I understand that. Thank you, Shan. You're a blessing too. And Shan, you know you're a blessing to me. But I just want you to see beyond. I always tell you guys that I live my life in a metaphysical way. And it's not anything spooky and airy. It's just metaphysical, beyond the physical. Because what these eyes see and how you perceive it through whatever lens you're perceiving it with, that ain't always what the reality is. And so I'm going to sign off now and tell you all. Look at Andrew. Andrew, please stop making me laugh. But I want to thank all of you. Even though challenges are there, just remember that you are supposed to grow where you're planted. You're in Nassau, Bahamas, or Freeport, Bahamas, or one of our people is a Bahamian from Turkey. She lives in Turkey because she fell in love with a man from Turkey. Wherever you are, that's where you're supposed to grow. People say, oh, Chris, you could say that because you have this show and you've been doing media and you have a talk show. That's not the point. Your talk show is wherever you are. You're supposed to shine your light wherever you is. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Thank you. You know, don't you, isn't that what we're supposed to do? We're supposed to shine our light where we are. Look, you can make me cry. Why Tasha trying to make me cry? So that's what you're supposed to do. And yes, it ain't gonna be easy. When you have been, especially our boy who's having this, girl, you have God bumps again. I see, look, Tasha got God bumps. The God bumps. The goosebumps are real. Because we are all energy, we're all spirit. And a lot of times we get so caught up, especially like all of you telling me you ain't get paid in 2 months. I understand. But the Bahamas government has always treated its citizens like shit when it comes to paying them. But we have to change our narrative in the Bahamas. As a nurse, I can only imagine you working a hard day at PMH and you can't get your money. That will cause you to curse people out. But just know that all your needs are met. And I don't understand how people, especially in the Bahamas, we say we're so Christian and we're so holy and Christy, but we don't use the tools that are available to us. Thank you, Akosua. So guess what? That's right. You want more of these kind of healing modalities? You need to come to our retreat in October. It's going to be in the District of Columbia. It's October 12th through the 15th, and we can let you know more about it. The website going up today as soon as I go edit it. Akosua just finished around me. She's like, Chrissy, you want to edit the website? Yeah, but Chrissy born in 62 and she's get overwhelmed. So I can try to edit the website. Yeah, I tell him, technology is intimidating me, Tosh. Intimidates me. It intimidates me. And so people, open up your heart to love. See only love. And yeah, I know some of these people who messing with you. I know it hard to see love in them. Like I tell you, some of these people who messing with you, like I just have to look at Cheryl, Shane, and Wayne through the eyes of love. Now, sometimes I just have to scrape off all the barnacles to see the love in them. And it's hard. Because some people love buried dead deep. I just going to put that out there. Some people love you got to dip them in acid to see their love. Yeah, come on, Tosh. Some people it's hard to see the love. Tosh, I lie? Come on. Sometimes it's hard to see the love. But again, we want to just surround Andrew with love and light. Andrew, just know that the light that the Lord put in you, it ain't yours to take. All right? Look, I am watching you guys. Her dad must be good looking. You know who made that comment?
Who is that? One of Dad's friends?
Please.
Who is it?
Her mother's good looking too. You know? My boy is too much. So, baby people, I've been on for 84 minutes. I'm getting off the show. I want to thank all of you. Support Chrissy Love Live to the world. Remember, subscribe. There, say her daddy. You do look like your father.
Bad.
Subscribe to the channel.
With
Tap
a
the
wig.
bell. Yes, you cute. You cuter than him though. You cuter for him. You cuter for him. You cuter. Yeah. You cute. Yeah. You ain't as cute as her.
Don't let him say what he says.
Yeah. Guess what? Your
He
daddy.
says he does good work in the dark.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I can pray for him.
Please.
But guess what? Your daddy's the same person I met in the 70s. He's just in overdrive right now.
God bless.
Yeah, God bless him.
See now.
So people, see now. Hi. Why is she calling us old? We only in our 50s?
Not you.
Okay. Oh, because, yeah, you's
You
my
know,
girl.
you and me.
You and I, guess what? While I'm here in Florida, me and you can do a show.
Got it.
We can do a show
Done.
together. Yeah. So people, I love you all. I want y'all to do well. Have a great weekend. Y'all please try and don't kill each other. What do you know? I stopped counting the murder. I stopped doing that. I don't count murders in the Bahamas no more. Just know that you are a beloved child of the Most High. And as a beloved child of the Most High, you ain't supposed to be inheriting lack and sickness and shitty feelings. So I'm going to go call Andrew right now. We can check on Andrew because I've been checking on Andrew since he was 12 years old. I tell Andrew he's another ministry. So I can call him right now and see what he's saying. People, I gone. Have a good weekend. All right.
Bye.
Bye, lovely.
Bye.
Thank you for my book.
You're
I'm reading.
welcome.
You see I have it there. I'm about to read my book. So, yeah, man. Go to work and make plenty of money. Oh, yes. Oh, I teefing some of that.
Yeah.
But I want to come to your shop because, girl, we have things to do. Look at it. Everybody saying bye, Manjit. Her name is Tasha. Her name ain't Manjit, cousin. Her name is Tasha. Y'all so wrong. Look at y'all. That's like when black people say all us look alike, y'all is get mad. See how messed up y'all is? Y'all wrong.
Don't smell like curry, please.
Yes, you know what? Because I warmed curry. I made curry the other day for your dad.
I'll make you some if you want.
Well, I told you I'm going to make you macaroni for your dad, so we going.
Coconut curry, that's what I am.
Okay, well, we could do that.
Well, no, that's what I am, my race. I'm a coconut.
A coconut curry. Yeah, that's that guy in is coming true. See only love. I gone. Bye, y'all.